It's time for our special feature, searching out all those unique one-off beers around British Columbia and beyond. It is the Beer Prospector with Matty Greenwood.
Thanks, Colin and Joe. So the other day I went down to Legacy Liquor Store to talk to my man Chris. As he took me through the beers, we stopped in the green bottle section, and he grabbed this beer called Alumbria Reserva 1925. Now usually, to me, a green bottle is a skunky lager. It's the same as from Europe. It's always good, but it's still skunky. So I took this beer home, chilled it down, and had a taste. And that was really, really cool because through its 57-day fermentation process, it's still really crispy and malty. However, it just tastes different. And with that in mind, I would suggest this beer for anybody who likes a green bottle lager from Europe and anybody who wants to try something new and entertaining. You can find this beer called Alumbria Reserva 1925 among 650 others at Legacy Liquor Store located in the Olympic Village. I'm Matty Greenwood, the Beer Prospector for Just Here for the Beer Radio.
You're listening to Just Here for the Beer Radio on AM 650. Now, back to your hosts, Joe Leary and Colin Jack.
And, of course, you're listening to Just Here for the Beer Radio, justhereforthebeer.com. You can also watch his video stream live, am650radio.com. Just click on the AM650 TV banner. Joe Leary and Colin Jack. Well, of course, you heard Matty Greenwood, the Beer Prospector. He must just have a field day when he walks among the square footage of Legacy Liquor Store. Colin, I finally had the occasion to drop down there last week, and I know you guys had told me it's huge.
Yes.
And you sort of have a preconceived notion of what a huge liquor store is.
Yes.
And then you go in there and you go, wow, this is huge.
Well, one of the things, it's not a cookie cutter liquor store.
No.
It's not a big, it's not like Costco. Costco is barren and it's a big waste of space, and there's a lot of things happening, but there's not much intimacy. So it's a huge liquor store, but it has a lot of character.
Darryl Lamb is the general manager of Legacy Liquor Store in the Olympic Village. Darryl, pleasure to have you. I got to tell you, man, I walk in there, no idea what was going on, and I look in, and then you have the ability to have, like, there's a table there where people can sit. There's comfy chairs, nice leather chairs. There's kitchen facilities. I mean, talk about when you decided to put this operation together. What was your model that you based it on?
Well, it's funny you say that. I was brought in May of last year, and our director of operations, Bill DeGrazio, had done a fantastic job in laying out the store. He basically needed me to fill it and come up with some new concepts. So actually, I went for a more European model of a liquor store. The British Columbian contemporary liquor store, a warehouse of liquor, a staff that maybe isn't as well educated or interested in the product. They're just there, they stock shelves. Instead, we wanted to have the most unique stuff. We wanted to make sure that we had a really educated staff. So in beer-wise, the first thing I did was I went to an old colleague of mine and said, can you come in and develop the largest beer selection in British Columbia? And Chris is doing a great job with the Beer Prospector. He's doing a great job in the store. Come on down and see Chris. He knows more about beer than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, a lot of people, Chris, I've known him for quite a while, and he's brilliant. He's right on top of it. And one of the things that I really love is going to your store and seeing unique packaging and containers. The last time I was there was actually there for the Caribou Cream Ale launch, and that was a perfect setting for an initiative like that. And I think that the people from Caribou Brewing Company, they were extremely excited to do that down there. You guys planted a tree, and of course you had the caribou flowing. They were cooking. It was an unbelievable night.
It was a lot of fun. Paul from Pacific Western approached us, and he thought there was a great partnership with the store. We were very supportive of the products. We love the fact that there's such passionate people about the tree planting initiative. We really liked it. The kitchen was rocking. All the food involved the Caribou Cream Ale. Those homemade beer nuts
they were
just unbelievable.
Darryl Lamb is the general manager of the Legacy Liquor Store. He is our guest. Darryl, I must ask you, why the Olympic Village? Obviously, it's an area that was very prominent during the Olympics, of course, 1 year ago. But what made you decide on that area? Because there really is nothing else around you.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because there's actually about 45,000 people within 15 minutes walk. And it is a little bit of a dead zone because it is reclaimed brownlands. So it is a new developing neighborhood. We knew that going in, but the upside was so unbelievable. The ultimate plan for the neighborhood, 16 to 20,000 people in the area. We just saw the opportunity. The square footage was there, but the layout of the store was nice too. It flows. It doesn't feel like a giant, like you said, a Costco, right?
Yes.
I've heard our store described as a Costco of liquor, but that's people.
It's not at all.
That's people who haven't been in the store. When you come in, you realize there aren't, dirty wooden pallets put on the ground, and it's not about blowing out product. It's about coming in and getting a complete shopping experience.
And I think that one of the things too is that you guys have obviously done your research on what makes people want to come to a store and stay there. Obviously, you're selling premium brands, and I really encourage everybody out there to go and check out Legacy Liquor Store and spend an hour or two there. You can easily do that.
I love it. It's interesting. I ran into a batch of customers on Sunday, and it turns out they come every Sunday. They drive in from Aldergrove.
Wow.
And they just load up on all the beers that they can't get out there. But one of the things we did was, we know that there are beer connoisseurs. There are connoisseurs all over the province that are, off the radar, off the grid, where they can't get these kind of these products. So if you go on our website, www.legacyliquorstore.com, we have the complete inventory online, and we deliver. We ship everywhere in the province.
That's one of those cool features. I mean, a lot of people contact me and they're looking for a beer or a brewery club or a beer of the month club. And I have actually sent people to your liquor store to say, hey, look, they deliver if you're interested in information.
We've got some really exciting products and projects coming in. We're working now that the store is nicely established. We're looking at more exclusives. I'm in the process of trying to bring in some beers into British Columbia that you can't get anywhere else. And we're also creating a program for the neophyte beer lover, the guy that wants to move on from the traditional lager, but is a little nervous. And so we've created a program that will be debuting soon that is all about baby steps and working your way up. Before you know it, you'll be drinking the biggest, heartiest oatmeal stouts when you were a lifetime light beer drinker.
Yeah, and you know what? That's funny because we do that in our beer tasting classes as well, where we introduce people who are traditional lager drinkers, and we take them on those baby steps and really bring them the full circle. And people who didn't think that they would like anything really hearty, they find new flavors and styles of beer that they absolutely love.
Yeah, one of the most unique styles that I've found is Lembeck's. They're such a insane sweet and sour and cool fruit kind of things, and Chris at Legacy is very passionate about Lembeck's, and so we have a very large selection of Lembeck's. And seeing these 20-year-old club girls come in and they buy it the first time because it's peach, and then suddenly go, that was an incredible beer, and then they try the cherry, then they try the and before you know it, they're buying the goozes, and that's when you know you've really got them.
Yes.
Now, I know I was in there last week, and I saw your big bottle of Louis Trey. Is that something maybe you could bring in next month? We could maybe sample that?
I'll go talk to my reps, see if we can't get that.
Just before I let you go, Darryl, how vast is the selection of product that you have at Legacy?
Across the entire store, we're about 4,200 SKUs. In the beer, I believe the last time I was on the show, we were at 618 or 620. We're now over 700 beers, and we keep adding. The plan is 1,000. We're adding more fridges and more shelving now. The beer has really taken off, and I think you guys are a main component of that, really helping the beer culture in this province.
Thanks very much.
As long as our beer prospector can go in there and find these really unique one-offs, I'm sure he's going to have a field day, because just what I was looking at, and I wasn't particularly looking for anything specific, but I couldn't believe the selection you had. Absolutely. Once again, the website is legacyliquorstore.com. It is an amazing facility in the Olympic Village. Darryl Lamb, the general manager, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
We will see you again. It is just